Hello everyone, thanks for coming back to the channel. The title for today's video is how to grow your connections on LinkedIn. Keep watching and I'll give you my thoughts after the break. Hi everyone, if you've not subscribed already, LinkedIn is a premier platform for B2B businesses. Since its acquisition by Microsoft in 2016, LinkedIn has experienced exponential growth. This article on Social Media Today, LinkedIn is up to 609 million members. I think at the point it was acquired, it was about 550 million. During this current lockdown period, there's been a 26% growth in user sessions. LinkedIn is hot. It's vital for B2B businesses. Most of my clients and prospects are B2B businesses, and so we need to make sure that we're effective on LinkedIn. Growing your number of connections is one way of being effective. You grow your connections, you grow your partnerships, there are more opportunities open to you, more potential clients open to you, more people attracted to your business, both as potential partners or clients, but also as employees. How do you grow your number of connections? The first way is through content. So here's my profile, LinkedIn profile. I'm going to scroll down to activity. Here's activity. We're going to click on here. We're going to look at posts. So it's just populating now. Posts. So I'm posting on a regular basis. You can see this is over the last few days. Posted once in a group, post on personal profile. This is all activity. Let's just moderate that and go to posts only. I'll talk about all activity in a few moments. So posted there, personal profile and in the group, shared a post there, posted there on the personal profile, also in a group, shared 3 days ago from the company page and then personal profile. Let's go back. We don't need to focus on that right now. Just going to keep scrolling down once again. So that was the one I showed you. There's a day before, also on the company page and then the personal profile. So you can see I'm posting on a regular basis. I used to advocate that people, B2B marketing people, posted at least once a day on their company page. It could be 3 times a week if you haven't got. I've got a large library of content, so over 550, almost 600 blog posts on the company website, which is marketingfundamentals.com, but also 370 videos on the YouTube channel. Not everybody has such an extensive content library. If not, you might want to scatter your posts, have 3 posts on the company page and then 3 or 4 on your individual profile. That might be the way to go depending on your content library. So posting content is number 1. Number 2, way of increasing connections, because obviously when you post content and you're solving people's problems, people watch the video, they read the posts, they appreciate the time that you put into them and they appreciate your expertise, and then they request a connection. That's been my experience. So that's why content works. Running a group. So let's go to another window, click here. We're going to go into groups and I'm going to highlight the group, and you've already seen a couple of posts from that. And this is a special interest group. It's called Africa Means Business. So it's targeted at people who want to do business on the continent of Africa and people in the African diaspora who want to reach back and do business and trade with big companies on the African continent. As a disclaimer, I should say we're obviously also doing business with companies in America and companies in Europe, but this is a special interest group. So when you run a group and then you manage it to make sure that people post in alignment with your vision, and I've just explained the vision in short terms. I mean, there's a much longer explanation in the video. What is the Africa Means Business LinkedIn group? And I'll link to that in the description. When you manage a group and then you post relevant content and people can see that this is something that they'd like to be involved with, they will then request a connection. They'll connect with you and they'll talk about potential projects that you could highlight or potential projects that you could be involved with in collaboration with them. So running a group is definitely a way of increasing your level of connections, therefore opportunities, leads, prospects, etc. The third way that I want to mention is, and we're going to go back to the personal profile, is in being very active and commenting on other people's posts. So instead of looking at posts, I'm going to look at all activity. I'm not going to scroll down because when I did a rehearsal for this, there's too much scrolling. So I want to avoid the scrolling. I'm going to talk you through it. I'm commenting on, when people comment on my post, I reply to each comment, and I did a video about that, why you should reply to every comment on your LinkedIn post, and you can watch that, link to that in the description. I comment on everybody's, I reply to everybody's comment on my post, but also I comment on other people's posts. I would take time to read the post or watch the video and then make an insightful comment. I don't just leave like great post, thanks for sharing. I won't do that. That's just bot activity in general and vague and won't have the effect that you want. I will read and then absorb, make an insightful comment, leave a comment on a post, and in doing so you'll extend your reach and your exposure. People want to connect with you because of that. You're somebody who's on the ball and commenting and making good contributions to discussions, and that's what LinkedIn's for. And that's how we move everything forward. So yes, people will respond to that by wanting a connection request. So that's the third way, is commenting on other people's posts. Let me just go back to the group, because I want to show you another way. The fourth way of extending your reach and increasing your number of connections is by attending virtual events, online events. So some of these events would have been before the days of the lockdown. These would have been in-person events. When you attend these events, let's just click and close that. When you attend these events, you'll come into contact with new people, and they will potentially want to connect with you, particularly if you listen carefully into the webinars and listen to what the panelists say, and then respond to them with questions or comments, or add relevant additions in terms of detail or whatever. When you do this and you contribute, you will then have a greater exposure within that group, within that webinar, the webinar attendees. You may get new connections because of that. This is something you should restrict to areas that you are keen on, they're relevant for your sector, your niche. Don't just join random webinars. Stick to webinars about your niche, or concentrated on your niche, and then in doing so you'll be able to get new connections. So that was the fourth way of getting new connections and increasing your network on LinkedIn. There is a fifth way, but it requires a dedicated video, and that's using AI, so artificial intelligence, to increase your number of connections rather than manually. And I'm going to do a separate video on this, but I'm just going to intro that or tease that by saying, rather than manually finding people on LinkedIn and then requesting a connection with them, you can use software that will help you find these people, target these people, and send out some messages. There's a limit to the extent you can use that, because there are LinkedIn terms and conditions. So there's a number of different softwares in the marketplace, and perhaps I'll do another video. If you call for it in the comments, I'll do another video on how to do that effectively. Thanks for watching all the way through. I hope this video has been useful to you. It was just a short overview of how to increase your connections on LinkedIn, which is the vital platform for B2B businesses, of course. If you found this video helpful and you've liked this video, please give me a like. Click on one of the two screenshots to watch. And if you've not subscribed already, one point that I should add is that I do have a dedicated playlist for LinkedIn videos. So if you're interested in, and if you're watching this video, I'm sure you are, you're interested in increasing your network on LinkedIn, you should watch that playlist. It's called LinkedIn Advice for B2B Businesses. It's got 49 videos. It'll help you be more effective on LinkedIn. If you haven't watched that already, click on the link in the description to watch that after this video. Thanks for watching all the way through. I look forward to speaking to you next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.